I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. On tap, we've got what should be a fairly intriguing matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. With that, let's get up to Seattle. Standing by at CenturyLink Field, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
It is loud and it is wet here, Coach, as we welcome you inside CenturyLink Field on a patented rainy afternoon in Seattle, Washington. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
On the other side of the field for the visiting 49ers, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll have Jimmy G calling the shots. Grew up in the northern suburbs of Chicago, went to Eastern Illinois. Jimmy Garoppolo.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
A pretty big opening there on first down. 8 yards up to the 33. A check on Breida's numbers from last week. 22 carries, 78 yards.
Well, this is where it becomes a challenge for the offensive coordinator. He's got a bell cow at tailback right now, number 3.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Let's go.
And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. That'll be complete to Breida. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting. That's a double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin him inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
54 Mike. You don't want none. You don't get it. Pick up the ball. Wide. Get wide.
First carry for the Boise State Bronco, Alexander Madison. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Wilson throwing quickly out to Lockett. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The first carry now for Benny Snell. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. On first down, it's Snell again. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. On 2nd and 2, Wilson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Trying to run for it with Snell. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. He has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. He'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And this is going to be incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll run with Snell to begin the drive. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. That's complete. It's Collins. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. On 3rd down, Wilson.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
And San Francisco gets set to go here. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Throwing now is Garoppolo, and that is incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on third down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down. Now Wilson. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Garoppolo gives to Breida. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. On second down, McClellan. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Niners on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 16. To throw is Garoppolo. He's going to air one out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. To throw on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo, but now it'll be 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Garoppolo now. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Ouch, you thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Here we go. 180. 3 bud.
On 2nd down now, McClellan. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
That's where you belong.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Jaron Reed in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear him now. 3rd and goal. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And his kick is indeed good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
Starting the drive was Snell. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, it's Snell, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
They go play action now. Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Collins. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll go with Snell here on 1st down. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. From the 39, Wilson got his man complete over the middle. That's Collins. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. On 1st down, Snell. Oh, he's got some breathing room. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Benny Snell, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Matt Breed in the offense heading back out. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Garoppolo, he's going to give this to Breida on the draw. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Snell on the shotgun handoff, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Wilson. It's caught, Lockett, and he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Draw play, and it's Snell. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They go play action with Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Play action. Now Wilson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing is Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Boom! That's how we do it.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 46. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo, and that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. To throw, it's Garoppolo. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. To throw again on second down, Garoppolo.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands.
Come on now, let's go.
Tyler Lockett trotting onto the field, getting set for this next drive. They've got the lead. They haven't really had to utilize him all that much so far, but I guess if you're winning on the scoreboard, not too much to complain about.
Not at all, but you know those guys out wide. They want as many catches as they can possibly get. They may need him later on if things get a little tighter.
Yeah, so far 2 catches. We'll see what happens here as the game progresses. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground, and that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. Now Garoppolo. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Back to throw. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December. So let's get right to it. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, not a lot of offense to go around. 7-3 is our score. Will we see things open up in the second half? To find out, we get it back to our guys in the booth, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Around the NFL, second quarter in Atlanta, and it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Here's Wilson to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Check, 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 check.
The dump-off gets him only 1, and now you're looking at a 3rd down.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
Watch the run, watch the run.
3rd and long, it's Wilson. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Collins. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Let him go by a little too easily there.
Well, that's what we saw on film, isn't it? His head goes down oftentimes when he goes to punch, when he's trying to block. And when you do that, you can't see your target. He went right past him and made the play.
And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No 1st down. A pretty good effort there. 9 yards, but not enough. We'll likely see the punt team now on 4th down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Elsewhere around the NFL, 3rd quarter now in Los Angeles. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. To throw is Wilson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now Snell. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk 1st. Here's Snell. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, this is Madison. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch.
They'll run on 1st down. Snell, and very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. They're going to run again with Snell. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down. On 1st down, Snell. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Running from the shotgun with Madison. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Garoppolo firing quickly here, and that's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They run with Breida. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Breida, he'll try the right side. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Matt Breida, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And we are even at 10 apiece. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And it was Matt Breida who had the touchdown run to put an end to it. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. On the NFL scoreboard, 3rd quarter from Oakland. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he slings one that's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now Wilson going to throw again. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Come on out here. Come get some.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Completes it to Hardman. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Wilson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Again, Wilson. And he rifles one incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey. You got 3 down.
They'll run with Snell. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Here's Madison running on 1st down. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Here's Snell on 3rd down. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. Got to kick it, right? I mean, even the short yardage, you boot this thing, don't you?
Yeah, but I know how aggressive you are. I know what you want. You want to go for it, don't you? You're feeling it, aren't you?
Yeah, but treat it like a football game, not like Madden.
I like that. Fight the temptation, kick the field goal, because if you go for it and don't get it, you put a lot on your defense in a short amount of time.
Around the NFL, 4th quarter right now in Atlanta. And the Panthers looking pretty good. Their lead growing even further. If they hold on, it would be win number 10 for them on the year. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Good work after the catch. Going to net them 23 and a first.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
To throw is Garoppolo. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Uchenna Nwosu, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
Get ready.
To try again after the sack. Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. A third down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
Come on, fellas.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
But he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one, maybe his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A run for Snell. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
On the delay, here's Breida. Trey Boston up to make the tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run again with Breida. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, McClellan. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Holding offense.
That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, he can't hold him.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see-ball.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
They run the counter. McClellan. And the ball is knocked out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through it, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
Here we go. Mike 56, Mike 56.
So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jaron Reed. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1 yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
56 Mike. 56.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Throwing is Wilson. And his throw here's incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Wilson to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. DeForest Buckner in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Now a give here to Snell. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon. He's been terrific so far. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. So a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. And a give this time to the tailback. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now the fullback, Juszczyk. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
56.
Watch the slant.
They'll run it now with Juszczyk. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
Here we go. 56. 56.
Draw play. Here's the fullback. It's Juszczyk. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. 7 consonants, 1 vowel. Here's Juszczyk. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll try and run with their fullback. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
Here we go.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Oh, he almost had it. Would have been a big interception here in OT. Instead, it'll give him another shot on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Well done by the defense. They did their job here in overtime.
Boy, did they ever, because now it's 4th and really long. So if you do decide to go for it, people think you might be a little bit on the nut side, don't they? But guess what? If I did decide to go for it, I'd call something deep. I'd throw a deep pass and hope that the defense didn't remember to just knock it down. If they intercept it, it's almost like a great punt and helps out your defense with field position.
A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Encroachment defense.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Snell. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
Here's Snell yet again. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson finding Hardman here over the middle. He will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a 1st down. 2 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll go with Snell here on 1st down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Snell. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field, a nickel set for 3rd down.
Here I come. Here I come.
He may try and run for this. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment.
Offense.
Let's see what our referee says. So that one will be accepted. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Neither team scored yet. Now we go to sudden death. Next points win this game.
How about the tension right now?
Rush coming, and he's taken down. DeForest Buckner racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
They'll run with Madison. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Here's Wilson. He's got Lockett. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. The defense does its job. Now they're going to get the ball here in overtime with a chance to win it.
Major League kudos to them, because to get the ball back in this spot, everything was on them. It had to happen, and they pulled it off. They'll get it back for their offense with a chance to win.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
You must be getting tired of seeing that.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. Oh, he almost had it. Would have been a big interception here in OT. Instead, it'll give him another shot on third down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He sets to fire deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.